Have you ever noticed how calm, reasonable people can turn into completely different humans the moment they get behind the wheel? People who are polite at work, patient with their kids, respectful in public, suddenly start yelling at strangers, taking things personally, and reacting like they're under attack. And the weirdest part? Afterward, they're often embarrassed by how they reacted. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of road rage and why traffic isn't the real cause. Most people think road rage is about bad drivers or traffic or people being impatient, but if that were true, everyone stuck in traffic would react the same way. They don't. Some people shrug, some turn up the radio, others feel their heart race, their jaw tighten, and their thoughts spiral. That difference lives in the brain, not on the road. The first psychological shift happens the moment you get into a car. Your brain starts treating the vehicle as an extension of yourself. It becomes your space, your territory, your momentum. So when someone cuts you off, your brain doesn't register it as a neutral driving mistake. It feels personal, like disrespect, like someone crossed a line. That's why thoughts like this show up. That was intentional. They don't care about anyone but themselves. But what actually happened was just imperfect driving. The emotion comes from identity, not reality. Here's a truth most people don't want to hear. Road rage usually isn't created on the road. It's released there. Think about what many drivers are carrying before they even turn the key. Work pressure, financial stress, relationship tension, chronic exhaustion, feeling behind in life. The car becomes a private container where all that pressure finally escapes. Traffic doesn't cause the anger, it unlocks it. Driving creates a powerful illusion of control. You're moving forward, you're choosing the route, you're making progress. Traffic destroys that illusion instantly. When progress stops, the brain interprets it as a threat, not logically, biologically. The nervous system flips into fight or flight. Adrenaline rises, thinking narrows, patience disappears. This is why delays feel offensive instead of inconvenient. Your brain thinks something is being taken from you: time, freedom, control. Another key factor is anonymity. In a car, you're hidden. No eye contact, no social feedback, no immediate consequences. That distance reduces empathy. You're not reacting to a person with a story, stress, and distractions. You're reacting to a windshield. That's why someone who would apologize instantly in a grocery store can scream on the highway. Anonymity turns small frustrations into big reactions. Here's where things get subtle. The brain does not distinguish well between "I'm late" and "I'm in danger." Both activate the same stress response. So when traffic slows you down, your nervous system reacts as if something is wrong, even when nothing actually is. That's why thoughts escalate so fast. "This always happens to me. Why is everyone so incompetent? I can't deal with this today." Urgency hijacks logic. Here's the reframe that changes everything. People with road rage aren't bad people. They're overloaded nervous systems with nowhere else to discharge stress. The road just happens to be where the pressure leaks out. Once you see this, the question changes from "what's wrong with people" to "what's overwhelming them?" If you feel this happening in yourself, here's a simple interruption. Loosen your grip on the steering wheel. Slow your exhale so it's longer than your inhale. Then label the moment. "I'm stressed, not under attack." That single sentence shifts your brain out of threat mode and back into perspective. You're not fixing traffic, you're calming your nervous system. Road rage isn't about traffic. It's about what happens when pressure, identity, and control collide at high speed. And once you understand that, driving becomes less about reacting and more about noticing what your brain is trying to protect. Because most of the time, it's not your safety, it's your sense of control.